We're back, we're live. It is Friday and we have another car to show you, and this is the Omoda 9. Brand new. Is this the only model in the showroom? That's my question. Is it the only one we have currently? It is the one and only. And if we had live music, that's what we'd be playing. The one and only. The Omoda 9, here it is. And over the next 30 minutes or so, I'm going to be showing you what the exterior looks like, what it looks like inside, and answering all your questions, if of course I know the answer, which I'm sure I will. And if I don't, this is what my glamorous assistant is here for, to answer questions. But this is it. This is the Omoda 9. I can see Jess has joined us. This is the car we're talking about today, right here. It is the only one so far, but there will be many, many more of these to come. This is the Omoda 9, if you are just joining us. Very excited to talk about this car, and of course to drive it, because this is the one we're looking at today. It is indeed available for test drives. I want all of you who are seeing this car to book a test drive. The Omoda 9. So Bob has joined, Biff has joined, Mirza's here. The Omoda 9, that is what we're looking at today. I'm going to give you an exterior tour, and then we're going to jump inside and talk about some of the many features that the Omoda 9 has. But thank you to everyone who has just joined us. Let me start with an exterior tour. So this is the Omoda 9 for those of you who are just joining us. Thank you, Damien. I can see Jared has joined, Sparky Boy's joined. We are here in Edinburgh, by the way. YK is here. This is the Omoda 9. Rashid is here. And here's with the JQ J8. Oh man, it's the Omoda 9. This is brand new. Come on, give me a break. All right, Andy's here as well. This is what we are looking at today. I'll answer your JQ questions later on. Marcus, Seaman, Amar, Omoda 9. This is what we are all about. This is the first one that we have. It's just arrived in the showroom. And we thought, you know what, it's Friday. Let's go live. Let's show the people of TikTok what an Omoda 9 looks like. Which yeah, you've got the J7 SHS, you're so interested in the J8. Well, this was me, except with the Omoda, because I like the Omoda 5, but I wanted to see the 9. Here we are. I may show you the E5 towards the end, because there's one over there. But just now, we're going to start with the Omoda 9. Now, this is something that I really like about this particular car. Of course, it's very, very modern. But first of all, the boot space. 660 litres. This is a big, big boot. Really, really good stuff. Particularly when you're looking to fit in, I mean, comfortably. This is many, many suitcases. Dogs, plural, that you could fit in this. Even me, if I really wanted to curl up and sit in the back, I certainly could. So this Omoda 9 has got loads of space, and that's with the seats up. With the seats down, it nearly trebles to almost 2,000 litres of space. So loads and loads of space here. 660 litres of boot space, which if you compare it to other similar sized cars, this is at the top end of the range. So loads of boot space, which is great. And thank you to everyone who has just joined us. Let's close this and we'll look at the back. Someone saying, it might come down to Edinburgh, have you got any in the Falkirk dealership? Yes, we do. I'm getting the thumbs up. We do have them in the Falkirk dealership. And I'm actually about to head there after this. So I'll go and I'll see which ones they have. But they are available for test drive. So yeah, if you want to do that. Jag, the boot's leaking battery acid. No, it's leaking water. It was just cleaned. It literally has just been cleaned, which is my bum's a wee bit wet, because all the water came off the boot. All right. Has the DAB issue been solved yet? That's a good question. Do you mean DAB as in digital radio? I presume you do not. Anyway, this is the Omoda 9 for those of you who are just joining us. Actually, I'm going to go around the front just because I know some people haven't seen it yet. And then we're going to jump in. So, this is the Omoda 9. Brand new. And we are here in Edinburgh. If you want to take this car for a test drive, you can. You can start booking out from today, I believe. There we go. JQJ7. Well, I'm unsure. My head today is filled with Omoda 9 answers. But if dealerships have things fixed, fantastic. We love that. Craig saying the Omoda 9 or the JQ7? That's a good question. Well, because I've driven the J7, I like the J7 a lot. I am yet to drive this, but having spoken to some of the people here in Edinburgh who have driven it, they really, really like it. One of my colleagues, Gordon, has given it rave reviews. And of course, though, the best thing to do rather than listen to someone on TikTok talk about how great the car is. Take it for a test drive, find out for yourself. But thank you for the question. JQ J7. The JQ is, I can see one, there's one over there. But today is the Omoda. In fact, you know what? I'll show you. There's the J7. JQ J7. It's a kind of a weird kind of green-grey colour. I think I prefer it in black. Anyway, this is the Omoda 9. I'm going to go one more time around the front of the car, and then we're going to jump in. Because I know for some of you, you'll be thinking, what? It's an Omoda. It's a Chinese brand. This is one of the brands that outsold Tesla in April. Which has the more space for the driver? A big guy. Well, let me see. Someone's saying, have you seen my video on the JQ J7? No, I have not. But maybe I'll check it out after this live. So, first thing about the Omoda 9, it's very, very striking. And the first thing I would say that you notice is the grille. Now, do let me know. What do you think? What do you think of this grille? I like it. I prefer it to the grille in the Omoda 5. Because they've taken what works in the 5 and they've sort of adapted it, where it starts out solid and then it goes into kind of a smaller space. So I do like this a lot. Yeah, Craig likes it. Good stuff. I'm seeing Stevie G does the DAB work in this one. None of the Omoda E5s do. Not an answer for Omoda either. I don't have an answer for you, my friend, but I would recommend the dealership is the best place to go for that. This is the Omoda 9. It's brand new. And do let me know, do you like the grille? I do. I think it's very, very nice. And particularly, rather than it all being the same from the left to the right, it changes. Starts out thick, and then it begins to become more sparse. If you compare that to a Omoda 5, it is very, very different. Megan's asking, how much is it? You could buy it today for $44,999. I've nearly harmonized with my glamorous assistant who is saying the numbers at the same time. So $44,999, or indeed, depending on the spec, you can spread that cost monthly with deposits, with APR, all those bells and whistles. You know the deal. But yes, $44,999 for the Omoda 9. We're going to jump in the car because there's some really cool features that I want to show you. The first one, this might be my favorite feature on any new car in 2025. I want to see if you can see this. Yes, you can see this. See those things there in the headrest? Those are speakers. Yes, there are speakers in the driver's headrest. And that means that, for example, if you or me are driving with children in the back and you have to take a call or you want to listen to your favorite podcast in peace, you can, because there are speakers in the headset. Or even headrest, I should say, rather than headset. Speakers in the headrest. And there they are, one more time, just in case you missed it. I really like that. I think that's a very, very cool feature. So speakers in the headrest for the driver. We'll jump in, I'll show you the space as well. I saw someone earlier asking, how big is it? Well, let me run off some numbers first of all. This Omoda 9 has 450 brake horsepower. It does 0 to 60 in just under 5 seconds, 4.9 seconds. And in terms of length, it's a long car. It's about 5 meters long. So this is a big, big car. And yet, it's a hybrid as well, I should say. Yeah, it's petrol, he's saying confidently, looking over to his colleagues. It's a petrol car, yep, getting a nod, it is petrol. But it does, because it's a hybrid, up to 700 miles of range. Round about 700 miles of range, which is wild. All right, let me take this off the tripod and get you inside the car. Damo saying, I've just got the Omoda 5, I should have waited for this one. Well, I'm sure you'll have future cars, Damo. Left-hand drive, no, it's right-hand drive. This is flipped. You see my logos are back to front. It's right-hand drive. Just everything is back to front. So, here we are inside the Omoda 9. How much is it? It is well, pretty much, it's 44,999, which is 45K if you bought it outright. But of course, if you can prefer to spread that monthly, then often that's a more sensible option. But this is the Omoda 9 inside. This is what it looks like. So I really, really like, first of all, the sort of luxurious finish that we get across the dash here, as well as the fact that rather than what we often find with new cars is they've got loads of different screens, lots of different bells and whistles. Everything on the Omoda 9 is contained within this one dashed. You see from here all the way over here, it's just one dashboard. That's all you need. Here is the view from the steering wheel. I've turned this around, I hope you can see it. This is what it looks like. Yes, I'm being given the thumbs up. You can, you can see the steering wheel, very good. All right, so again, I am hoping to test drive this in the next couple of weeks. And after that, we'll have some reels about how it drives. But I have been told by colleagues here who have driven it that it's very, very good. Now, of course, you can test drive it. In fact, you might be able to test drive it before I do, which is very jealous. So if you're interested in test driving the Omoda 9, head to our website. You can book a test drive. We are here in Edinburgh, but we're also in Falkirk and we're in Liverpool if you are south of the border. I'm about to head to Falkirk, and I think they have one there. So you can test drive it if you're nearby and see what the likes of this Omoda 9 looks like. Damo is asking for the monthly payment and deposit. Do we know? Okay, Glamorous Assistant is checking that out for me. This is brand new, by the way. We've literally just got it. So this is why Glamorous Assistant is very useful, because they're able to find the answers that I don't have at the top of my head. I really like this. It's really spacious. So I know someone asked in terms of space how big this was. Well, let me put this on the tripod and show you. I'll get back in the car and you can see for yourself what this looks like. So this is what the Omoda 9 looks like. If I'm getting in the car, I am 6 foot tall. And this is what someone who's 6 foot tall sitting in the Omoda 9 looks like. I've got absolutely reams of space here, as well as the space that I'll show you in the back. And of course, this is an automatic, so we have just the 2 pedals. There's my accelerator and there's my clutch/brake. And we have a pedal here to change it from reverse to neutral to drive and to park. So this is the front of the Omoda 9. Let's get into the back. And thank you for everyone who has just joined us. Good to have you all. I can see Damo saying if it's anything like the Omoda 5 Noble, it will be a great drive, fast and comfortable. Well, it does. I mean, it's 0 to 60 in 4.9 seconds. Like, that's fast. Rapid, I think, as someone said. Is it electric? No. This is a hybrid. It's a petrol. And with the sort of hybrid recharging technology, it can do about 700 miles of range, which is pretty sensational. So yeah, this is the back of the Omoda 9. Getting in now. Once again, loads of space. And that's me without having touched any of the settings of where the driver sat or where the front passenger is sitting. It's very luxurious. It feels like a car that you could probably buy for 3 times the price, and that's because of the quality of material. The best way, of course, to find this out for yourself is to come in to a People's Omoda JQ dealership and sit in the car rather than listen to me talk about it. Book yourself a test drive, get yourself in here, and you'll see exactly what it is that I mean when I say it feels like an upgrade on that Omoda 5. Middle seat, yes, there is a middle seat. It's a 5-seater. I'll get you off the tripod again. Thank you, Kyle. Let me jump in here. Here is your middle seat, which of course can also double if you just decide, you know what, there's only 4 of us in the car today. This, I imagine, is going to come down. There we go. Just like that. All right, so currently the retail price, they're still obviously deciding. I think Damo was asking about the monthly price. Currently the retail price is 44,999. That's the current best answer I can give you. Because literally the car is brand new, we've just got it. So I imagine the powers that be are still doing their maths as to what that would work out as over months and years. But retail price 4499, and you could do some rudimentary maths yourself, give yourself an estimation. But no, I currently cannot give you a monthly number because we have literally just got the car. But anyway, this is what it looks like inside. All right, I can see Sarah asked a question. I probably missed that entirely. Does the back seats have heated or cool seats? Yes, they do. I'm so sorry, Sarah. I completely missed that. This is, I'll show you what's happening here. We have various degrees of aircon. So for example, you can see here, here's our heated seats. So I've just heated the seat here. So I can turn that down, I can turn that off. I can do the same here. So I can begin to heat the seat that I'm currently sat on. So this one right here. Oh, and I'm getting that nice warm feeling. Love that. Love that. That's really nice. I'm going to turn that back off. And then once again, various degrees of aircon so that the aircon in the back is different to the aircon in the front, which, yes, if you know driving cars with multiple people, often the people in the front are nice and cold, nice and chill. People in the back are absolutely roasting. So having different aircon settings, very, very useful. Thank you for the question. Is this the Omoda 9, boss? Yes, it is. Sud, thank you very much for the question. It is the Omoda 9. Let me show you, because I know that people have just been joining. I want to show you the front of it. All right, Craig's asking for the delivery times. That's a great question. Once again, we've literally just got the car. So come on, give me a break. Henry from Kingdom Come. Dr. Ethan, I have had that before. Some people have told me, oh, you are just the character of Henry from it's Kingdom, is it Deliverance? I can't remember what it's called. Someone before was like, you look like that guy, that character. Starting price is 44,999. The Omoda 9, 44,999. Dr. Ethan is amazing. You know what? They actually based the character of Henry off me. Surprise. They saw this guy on TikTok and they were like, he has to be a video game character. So here I am in the flesh. All right, 4499. I can see Demo saying he has an Omoda 5. It's a great car. This one is next level. I would agree. Suda saying, where's this dealership? We are currently in Edinburgh, but there is one in Liverpool and there's another in Falkirk. So if you're near any of those locations, I would suggest if you're asking about Watford, that Liverpool would be your best bet. But this is brand new. It has just come into the dealership here in Edinburgh. Any chance you can show the JQ, J7? People, everyone wants to see the JQ. I know it's a good car. It is a great car. And see Craig saying, tempted to try one out. Look, do it. I always say, if you are watching me on TikTok, it is all well and good watching me talk about these lovely cars. But the best thing you actually can do is book a test drive for yourself, rather than watch me say, hey, look at this pretty car, isn't it pretty? Actually come in, take it for a test drive, see for yourself, number one, how great it looks, but number two, how much better it drives as well. All right, where are you based? We're here in Edinburgh, but we're also based in Falkirk and Liverpool. If you're near any of those dealerships, book a test drive. This is the Omoda 9. It is brand new. We got it literally this week. So there will be, yes, lots of demand, I imagine. All right, let's see. After seeing a video you did on the Omoda, I was so impressed. I'm going to order the Omoda Mobility. Love that, Mags. Fantastic. Thank you so much. Demo saying you won't regret it. Take it for a test drive. Yes, I would agree. Sud is saying, in your opinion, which one is the better tech, the JQ or the Omoda 9? I would say the Omoda 9 because it is newer. Although there is a JQ8 on the way. When that is coming, at some point, the JQ8 is going to be here, but just by virtue of the Omoda 9 being brand new, I would say the tech on that is just a level above the JQ7, which I really like. I'm going to show you here. It is just over here. That's our JQ7. Can we inside, says Lawrence Bond. Can we inside? Do you mean, can we see inside? Sure. JQ8 is expected in December. So if for those of you who are asking about the JQ8, December is what we're looking for. All right, can we see inside? Yes, we can, Lawrence. Thank you very much. All right, someone's ordered a JQ J7 PF in February. Any idea when delivery is expected? Completely depends, as you can imagine. The JQ J7 is in high demand. People really, really like the J7, and understandably so. It looks absolutely fantastic. All right, I'm going to take you off the seats. Andrew saying, are you Mr. Gallic? Ha! Hamisha Callan Clach. Because Mara Savage, tell me a Breen Gallic, but just now I am talking about cars. But thank you very much for the question. I am Mr. Gallic. Mag saying, does the Edinburgh branch do the Omoda on mobility? I'm having to go to Carlisle. Yes, the cars here are on mobility. So we're in Hermiston, People's Omoda JQ in Hermiston. Michael Graham saying, I love my JQ J7. Demo, I bought our Omoda 5 from the Edinburgh store. Shannon was amazing. Shannon is amazing. I love Shannon. She's great. All right, I did say I was going to show you inside. So this is inside the Omoda 9. This is the back. Really, really high levels of craftsmanship and design. Pokemon Trades asking, where are you based? I'm only going to tell you that when you tell me your favorite Pokemon, because I will then tell you mine. Thank you for the question. I'm kidding, we're in Edinburgh. We're here in Edinburgh, but of course we're also in Falkirk and Liverpool. I imagine Mr. Lawrence, who was asking to see inside, would prefer to see the front. Scyther. Scyther's a great choice. I would say Gengar. Gengar is my favorite. And it is anyone who slags me off for having a favorite Pokemon. Too bad. I grew up in the 2000s, all right? Okay. Who gave the haircut the go-ahead? That would be me, user number. Can I see your haircut, please? I would like to see it. All right, this is the front of the Omoda 9 in the driver's seat. If I take it this way, there we go, that's better. Much better. So Lawrence, I have an ID4 at the moment. I'm thinking about swapping up. I'd recommend it because this is exactly what we're looking at just now, the Omoda 9. Take it for a test drive, see what you think. You're picking up your Omoda on Wednesday, says my Scyther fan. Very nice. Enjoy that. Hybrid, yes, this is a hybrid, an SHS, which is a super hybrid system. It's a petrol car, but it has hybrid tech, which means its range is even further than if it was just a petrol. So its range on this Omoda 9 is about 700 miles, which is insane. So highly recommend that. All right, Bob saying nice. Nice, Bob. Do they have a full electric version? Look, no, it's just a hybrid. Just the hybrid with the Omoda 9, which is great. Anything else? Oh, it's the Mrs. Car. I've got her. Very good. Salik saying the JQ looks better. Interesting. Very interesting. Because I don't know how I feel about that. Do I think the JQ looks better? Oh, I don't know. Let me take this out wide again, because I feel like I showed the inside of the car enough there. The JQ looks better. I don't know. I don't know. I really do like the front. I should have shut the door here. It's a very striking car. The JQ, I could say the same thing. The JQ looks better. Oh, that's a great question. The J7's a beautiful car. You just need to let it grow on you. K3M, what's an Omoda 9? This is the Omoda 9 right here. It's brand new. Is the JQ Amazonite blue? That's the one I've ordered. Claire saying, oh, there's so many different comments. Gingerbread Man, I came to my school. Yeah, you probably did if you're a West Calder. Hello. Claire Walter, is this one on mobility? Yes, it will be. Is this JQ Amazonite blue? That's the one I've ordered. I think the one over in the background, that looks like Amazonite blue, but today we're looking at the Omoda 9. Come back. In a future week, we'll talk about the JQ. Where's this made? This is a Chinese car. User numbers saying, want to buy a BMW or Merc, Audi or Range Rover? Well, because the Omoda is an excellent car, that's why. When will the J8 be available in the UK? December. The Omoda 5 is just over here, if I'm going to swivel this around. This is the Omoda 5. We have talked about this car in the past. This is the Omoda 9, which I prefer. I would say I prefer it. Even just based on looks alone. 450 brake horsepower, 0 to 60 in 4.9 seconds. It is a hybrid, which means it is a petrol car, but of course, with its hybrid energy, it can go up to 700 miles, which is pretty insane. AA is saying Michael. No, my name's not Michael, it's Colin, but you were close. Once again, Omoda 9, this is what we're looking at today. This is brand new. We are here in Edinburgh. If you are enjoying what you're seeing, or even just intrigued by what you're seeing, book in a test drive. El Ostrovsky is asking how much is it? 4499. 4499. This is what we're looking at today, the Omoda 9. Boot space is 660 litres, which is pretty sensational. It's absolutely massive in terms of boot space. What's an idea of finance costs? We don't know yet. It is too early to say because this car has literally just arrived. And the powers that be are still doing the maths. But I can tell you the retail price, which is 4499. Come back in future Friday lives. We'll have the month-by-month breakdown. But thank you for the question on finance. This is the 660 litre boot, and that's with the seats up. It is a very, very big car with a lot of space. It's 5 meters long, which is among the longest cars we have here in the dealership, and 660 litres of space. I know people don't typically pour liquid in boots, but look, that's how they measure them. Don't ask me why. 660 litres with the seats up. With the seats down, it's about 3 times as much. All right. Let's see, have you got any Volvo 490 cross countries? If you check our used car section on the website, there's every car under the sun. There may well be those Volvos. All right, no, I'm not saying this car is less than 5 grand. 44,999. There's an extra 9 in there. If this car was under 5 grand, I'm pretty sure there would be a riot. It's 44,999. So if you want to round up by £1, it's 45,000. One again, yes, Volvo V90s. Check the used car section of the People's website. And in terms of colors, I know someone was asking about the colors. This is quartz white, to be specific. I mean, I'd call it white, but officially it's quartz white. You also get it in Hawkseye grey, in onyx black, in andesite grey, and peridot green. So 5 different colors. This one is in the white. I do like it in the white. Damo enjoying my, yes, this car is not 4.5 grand. I wish this car was 4.5 grand. It is not. No, this is the Omoda 9. If you are just joining us, this is brand new. It has just arrived in the dealership, and you can take it for a test drive. You can book this out for a test drive. As you can see, this is a big car. Very, very big car. It's also very tall. One thing I'd fail to notice about the Omoda 9. It's long and it's tall. That's what we like. Price, it's a hybrid. Yes, it is a price. Yes, it is a price. Sorry, yes, it's a hybrid. It's a petrol car, but it has it's a super hybrid system. I'll even show you. Let's see. There we go. All-wheel drive, PHEV. So there we go. It's a hybrid, and that means its range is about 700 miles. Anything else I missed? A plug-in hybrid, yes it is. What about the JQ? The JQ is over here. I've talked about the JQ a lot. I did a live on the JQ like 2 weeks ago. All right. Anything else? What is the price? It's 44,999. 44,999. Finance options. It is too early to say because this car has literally just arrived, and the powers that be are still figuring out what those finance options are. So watch this space. We will come back. I'll come back with some more numbers about this car. For the JQ, Seth freaking Rollins, first of all, great username. Fantastic. Seth freaking Rollins. I have enjoyed the new stable with Braun Breaker and Paul Heyman. I think Bronson Reed has been an excellent addition. But Seth freaking Rollins, if you're the real Seth freaking Rollins, then yes, you are the WWE guy. Yes, I thought you were. I mean, of all the famous people to join a TikTok live in Edinburgh, WWE's Seth freaking Rollins would be the obvious choice. Sorry, I completely forgot the question. Price for the JQ. Sorry, my head is full of Omoda 9 thoughts today. Someone saying, are you the guy that does Scottish etymology? Correct, yes I am. What is the best config of the JQ? That really depends what you like. If you like to drive it economically, that's the best config. You like to drive it sportily, that's the best one for you. I want a JQ, the one that looks like a Range Rover. Do you mean the one that's outside that looks like a Range Rover? Yes. It is very, very popular. I've seen some people in the comments saying, oh, I've put mine on order and I don't have a date for when it's arriving. That's because it is super, super popular. And in fairness, this one does look kind of like, I can see the vibes as well. I know some people prefer the look of the JQ. I really do like this Omoda 9. This one looks sick. Yes, this is the Omoda 9. The best of the best, in my opinion, says Reese Welsh. Are we talking about Seth Rollins or are we talking about cars? Yes, this is the Omoda 9. I really like the look of this. I know someone say it looks like a Q5 from the back. Yeah, I can see that. The JQ looks like a spaceship. What kind of spaceship have you seen, man? Reese Welsh, where's this dealer? This is in Edinburgh, but we're also in Liverpool, and we're also in Falkirk. Take this for a test drive. All right, the JQ7, I do have finance options for that, because somebody did ask. 389 per month, 389 deposit. That is the JQ7, not this one. We're still figuring out what the finance options are for this, because it's literally just arrived. All right, I want to see the interior, says Sam. Sam, we're almost at the end. Reese, get one in Glasgow. Falkirk is not that far, man. Come on. It's like, oh no, Falkirk's too far away. No, it's not. Come on. If you can get yourself to East Kilbride or Hamilton, you can get yourself to Falkirk. That sounded like an insult. I didn't mean to be. Get yourself to Falkirk. All right. I hate Falkirk bad. The people of Falkirk are very hurt by that feeling, especially if perhaps someone who is hosting this live lives in Falkirk. They might be very hurt. All right, we are nearly at the end of the live. It is 3:29, so let me show you what this looks like. Someone saying, is there much stock of JQ in Liverpool? There's nothing online. It's been super popular in Liverpool, so you'd have to go into the dealership and ask. But I know that they have been flying off the metaphorical shelves. JQ has been very popular. Someone saying, pick up mine tomorrow. Fantastic. All right, this is the inside of the Omoda 9. What's the stock like on black JQ? Go to the dealership, ask them the question, or come in here to Edinburgh or Falkirk and ask. But this is the Omoda 9, and this is what the inside of it looks like. I'm going to show you one more time. This is one of my favorite features I've seen on a new car. Speakers in the headrest. And that means that if you're taking like a call or you want to listen to your own podcast where the children in the back are playing their beep, boop, beep, boop games, you can, because there's speakers right here. It looks nice inside. It is very nice. Is it all electric? No, it's a hybrid. It's petrol. But it's got hybrid charging technology, which means the range is like 700 miles. I've ordered it. No here yet, says Reese Welsh. Well, good luck to you. I hope it arrives soon. However, it is 3:30, and that means my time is up. So I'm going to finish with one last look at the front, but thank you all very much for being here. Sam I Am saying the used car website, link in bio. I imagine yes, but if not, just search for People's Omoda JQ. Reese Welsh saying you come back tomorrow. No, sadly not. I'm usually here every Friday, but next Friday I'm on holiday. So the Friday after that, but every Friday in June and July, pretty much, apart from next week, you'll see me here with a different car. This week's the Omoda 9. One more look. And sorry, Damo has been doing my job for me. It's 45k. Thank you, Damo. I appreciate it. I'll buy you a pint in Dundee or wherever it is you were from. This is it. The Omoda 9. All right, Reese, when's the JQ here? December. JQ 8 is here in December, but the Omoda 9 is here right now. So thank you all very much for watching. My name's Colin. Make sure you hit follow because you'll see lots more content about this particular car and lots of other cars that we have at People's Omoda JQ. We're here in Edinburgh. We're also in Falkirk. We're also in Liverpool. Test drive this car. It's literally just arrived in the UK, so you'll be one of the first people to do it. This has been loads of fun. I will see you guys soon. Have a blessed weekend, because I certainly will too.